Chapter 2, Analyzing the Marketing Environment, Part 1, What is the marketing environment and microeconomic factors? Introduction. The opportunities to realize the firm's goals and the objectives of the firm, which as we know is usually to gain a profit, is usually found in the marketing environment. Okay, there's a picture of the marketing environment. It includes those elements: the economic environment, the competitive environment, the technological environment, the social environment, and the political environment, and a few others, which we'll look at later. Okay, marketing managers create a unique marketing mix, generally, which is product, price, place, and promotion, to appeal to specific groups of people, which we call the target market. And they do this, as I've said before, by combining the 4 P's together. Over time, managers are often required to alter that marketing mix so that it better suits the needs of the target market. And usually it's because of changes in the environment in which the consumers live and work and make their purchasing decisions. Some examples include the fuel price hike in the 1970s led to the development of smaller, more fuel-efficient cars. So because fuel went skyrocketed in price, people couldn't use big cars anymore that chowed a lot of fuel, so companies needed to create smaller cars that are more fuel-efficient. So some other changes include the development of the microchip. It changed the watch industry. In the past, the Swiss companies had the monopoly in the industry, but when the microchip came out, all kinds of companies from China and Korea and Japan started developing watches, digital watches. Alright, let's have a quick look at this diagram over here, which explains some of the environment. I'm just going to draw on my screen. Whoops. Okay, there we go. Deleted. Now, let's have a look. On the left hand side, we have the internal environment. Okay. And then we have the external environment. Those are the 2 environments of the organization. Okay. Now, in the internal environment, there are 2 parts. On the one hand, there's the marketing environment, and that's the one that we have control over as marketers. Okay. So, which is basically the marketing department. And the marketing department deals with the goals of the marketing department, or marketing goals related to customers, the planning and execution of marketing processes, and of course the 4 P's. Okay? And very importantly, as marketers, we have direct control over what happens in the marketing department, because that's where we work. Then there's the business environment. Now, that's all the other departments in the organization. Okay? Oops. And that includes operations, finance department, human resources, public relations, and so on and so forth. Now, over those departments, we don't have direct control, but we do have a very high influence. We can go speak to the finance manager and say, hey, we need more money for marketing. Please, give us some. And then, so we can influence the different departments and the different managers in those departments. Okay? So that's the internal environment. That's the environment inside the business. Okay? That's the business. Oops. Business. Okay. Then the external environment. This is now outside the business. Firstly, we have the market environment. Okay? And that's also considered the micro environment. Okay, and that includes our suppliers, our consumers, even our competitors. Okay, these are the organizations which we have a relationship with, and we have a limited influence over them. We can influence our competitors and certainly our suppliers. We can ask them to bring us our raw materials on time and things like that. Okay, and obviously our consumers are intermediaries which get our product from the manufacturers to the eventual retailers. Okay, and then lastly we have the macro environment. Now this includes all the pestle factors, P, E, S, T, L, and there's another E for environmental factors. Okay, and then sometimes you can add D if you want, so you can call it pestled demographic factors. Pestled. Hold on. Let's do it like this rather. There we go. Pestled. Okay. Political, right? Economic, social, technological, legal, environmental, demographic. Remember that. Over those factors, we have absolutely no influence. We can only adapt to what's going on in the economy, or what's going on in terms of technological developments in society, or new legislation like the Consumer Protection Act. We can't change the Consumer Protection Act, but as an organization we can adapt to it. We can change our products and services, we can train our staff to be more equipped to deal with customers, and so forth. Does that make sense? I hope so. Okay,